All right, let's see if we can focus the camera here. This is the third video that we have on dividing polynomials using long division. The bell for my class is going to ring here in just a second, so I apologize. It's going to ring 8 times, so I'll just pause whenever that happens. But here we go. Third example. This is definitely long division because we're dividing by something pretty complicated here, okay? And so the idea is then, can we transfer this over to the long division sign? And every power of x has to be represented. So I'm going to start with 3x to the fourth. I need x cubes now, negative 5x cubes. I need x squareds. There aren't any. So I need to be careful. I need to put in a placeholder of 0 x squareds in for the x squareds, or I'm not going to be able to finish this problem. I have the plus 4x minus 6. I'll go ahead and rewrite. On the outside, I have x squared minus 3x plus 5. So I start with x squareds. I need the x's next. We have those. I have 5's next, constants, okay? If there was ever a case where it was just x squared plus 5, I would need to write a 0x here, okay? Just to keep that in mind. Placeholders for every power of x on the inside and the outside. Now I go through the process of this. Does x squared go into 3x to the fourth? It does. X squared, I need a 3. I need 2 more powers of x, so 3x squared goes on top. Now it's distributive property. 3x squared times x squared is 3x to the fourth. 3x squared times negative 3x would be negative 9. X times x squared is x cubed, so negative 9x cubed. 3x squared times 5 would be 15x squareds. I draw a line, I flip the signs, and I add. These two add up to 0. 9x cubed minus 5x cubed would be 4x cubed. And this would be negative 15x squared. I drop the 4x, and I repeat the process. Does x squared go into 4x cubed? It does. 4 and an x are needed in order to get up to 4x cubed. So I add 4x. 4x times x squared gives me 4x cubed. 4x times negative 3x would be negative 12. X times x is x squared. So negative 12x squared. 4x times 5 would give me 20x. I draw a line. I flip the signs. And I add. These two add up to 0. Looks like this adds up to negative 3x squareds. And this adds up to negative 16x's. I drop the negative 6. I repeat the process. Does x squared go into negative 3x squared? It does. I just need a negative 3, right? Distribute out the negative 3. Negative 3 times x squared is negative 3x squared. Negative 3 times negative 3, be careful, this is a positive 9x. Negative times a negative. This here is negative 15. Draw a line, flip the signs, and add. These two add up to 0. Negative 16 minus another 9 is negative 25x's. 15 minus 6 is positive 9. Now, will x squared go into x? It won't, will it? Because that's bigger. X squared is bigger than an x to the first power, which means this entire thing becomes my remainder. So how do I write my answer then? The answer is 3x squared plus 4x minus 3, the stuff on top. And then the remainder I write, once again, as plus a negative 25x plus 9 all over x squared minus 3x plus 5. Kind of weird, right? But that's how it works. All right, people are walking in, so I need to stop. See you in class.